Hi, how are we all today? Hope everyone's doing well. Enjoying the weather this weekend. It's been quite nice, hasn't it? If you're in the same sort of uh, region that I am. Um, yeah. So if you might see, I don't know if you can see, I might be a little bit tired or a little bit red today. I've been in the lakes this afternoon, well, this morning. Scaling mountains and just having a general nice time in nature, which has been lovely. It's been quite warm, so I think I might have burnt myself a little bit. So just bear with me if my eyes water or anything like that. I did have sunscreen on, but I think it was just it's just hitting me now. Um, Feel free to pop some music on if you like. Pop a playlist on if you've got your own, or if you want to go onto my Spotify account, it's just Amy Farnworth. I think it's public. Nobody's told me otherwise. And there's a playlist on there called Yoga Flow One. So yeah, you can use that if you like. That's the one that I sometimes like to flow to. Not had time to create a new playlist yet, which I will do one day when I'm not as busy. But yeah, we're going to start lying down this evening, and we're going to be working our way towards Bakasana. So crow posture, including a couple of side planks as well, Vashisthasana, working into the core, into our strength and stamina. So just go where you feel your body will allow you to go. Listen to your body as well. Try not to push it too hard if it's telling you to stop. If it doesn't want to go to a certain position, then please don't push it and just listen to how you're feeling. All right. So we will start lying down. If you just want to come and bring yourself to a nice lying down position. Just letting yourself settle on the mat. Allowing yourself the space to practice in this evening. Allowing yourself to be present on your mat. Just be. Just accept that you're here. You've made it to the mat, and try and be present throughout the class, throughout the practice. Try not to think of anything that's going to happen tomorrow or next week. Just try and be truly present with your breath, your movements, your body, and your mind. Shuffle those shoulders down away from your ears slightly and allow your feet to come out to the sides of the mat with your palms facing up, your arms down the side of your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. Inhale through your nose and release through your mouth. And then just allow your body to gently melt into the mat. Observe the connection points between your body and the mat or the floor, wherever you're practicing. As you begin to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, paying attention to your breath, just knowing that this breathing, this thing that we do to keep us alive, this unconscious breathing. We don't forget to breathe, but consciously breathe. Observe your breath. Throughout the yoga practice this evening, become aware of your breath. And if you can, try and slow it down. Use your breath to guide you into the movements. Use your breath to relax your body. Use your breath to allow your mind to focus. As you breathe in through your nose, allow your belly to expand. Breathing in through the abdomen, filling the belly up with air. And then allowing your navel to fall back towards your spine. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, allow that navel to drop. Breathe in and breathe out through your abdomen. If you find your mind wandering or unwelcome or unwanted thoughts creeping into the mind space, just acknowledge they're there, acknowledge that the mind is wandering. But then bring your focus back to your breathing and allow that focus to come between your eyebrows into your mind space, your third eye center. Breathing in and breathing out. Allowing the body to become more relaxed, allowing the mind to switch off. On your next inhale, breathe in and send the breath through your abdomen, but then allow it to creep up into your ribcage, expanding your ribcage and reaching up into your chest. Exhale, release the breath, allowing your chest and your ribcage to fall. Your navel draws back towards your spine. Inhale. Belly rises, ribcage expands, chest and lungs fill up with air. Send the breath all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale, release. Breathe in through your nose. Allow the breath to ascend all the way through your body, in through the chest, up into the thoracic cavity, all the way to the crown of your head. Maybe you want to pause for an internal retention at the top of that breath, of that inhalation. And then exhale, release the breath. Slowly, the way it came. And then just engage in your pelvic floor, your Mula Bandha, as you release at the base of your exhale. Pause. Inhale. Maybe a little internal retention at the top of your breath. Exhale. Engaging through that pelvic floor, your root lock, your Mula Bandha. Maybe a pause in this exhalation, external retention. And then one more time, inhale. Breathe in the good stuff. And then exhale, let it go. Start to make some gentle movements in your wrists and your ankles. Maybe flutter open your eyes if you've had them closed. And then as you inhale, allow your arms to come above your head, really stretching out those fingers to the back of the room, pointing your toes, allowing for a full body stretch. Exhale, bring your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a hug. Maybe just rocking from side to side, gently along your spine. And then come to a place of stillness. You're going to place your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, release your legs over to the left-hand side. Gaze comes over that right shoulder. And just try and twist into the lower body. Just gently, to start off with, we're just moving into our torso, twisting into our spine and our mobility of the body. Inhale, bring your gaze and your legs back to center. Exhale, allow your legs to come to the right-hand side. Try not to knock anything over like I just almost did. Again, gaze comes over to your left. Knees can fall wherever they feel most comfortable. Keeping your left shoulder on the floor. Inhale, bring your legs back to center. Send your gaze back to center. And keeping your knees in at the chest. You're just going to extend your left leg all the way to the ground. Inhale, lengthen your right leg. Bring your hands around your thighs and just give yourself a nice opening in your hamstring. If you need to keep a gentle bend in your knee, feel free to do so. Flexing your right foot and then just give it a little bit of a rotation. And then just gently lower your right foot down to the floor and bring your left foot all the way up, your left leg, I should say. Hands behind your left thigh, allow your hamstring to open. And then maybe have a rotation in that left foot, flexing and pointing, allowing the calves to stretch out a little bit as well. And then you're just going to release your left leg onto the floor. And then inhale, lift your right leg. As you exhale, I want you to bring your left leg up and release your right leg. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, release your left. Try and hover it just a couple of inches above the mat. Inhale, left leg comes up. Breathe out, release your right leg. Inhale, exhale. At the base of each exhale, I want you to engage through your pelvic floor in order to keep that foot hovered off the floor. Inhaling, your leg rises. Exhaling, your legs fall. 2 more times. Okay, and then bring your legs all the way up. Flex the feet up to the ceiling. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, release the legs all the way down to the ground. Hovering them from the floor, engaging through your torso, your abdomen, your mullabandha. Inhale, raise the legs high. Exhale, release. Keeping your hands flat on the floor if you can. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Cross your feet at the ankles. And then just gently rock and roll up and down the spine. And eventually we're going to rock into a tabletop. So coming all the way over onto your hands and knees. And we'll do some more mobilization and warming up. So coming into your tabletop position, hands stacked under shoulders, wrists are in line with your shoulders. Your knees are stacked below your hips, feet are flat on the floor, tops of the feet. We're going to ground down through the mat, and as you inhale, you're going to lift your chest, shine your heart through, extending your tailbone up towards the ceiling, arching your back. Exhale. Round your back, gaze comes towards your knees. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cow. Push the mat away from you. Allow your navel to come up towards your spine. Inhale. Nice arch in the back. The tailbone lengthens. Lift the gaze, lift the chest. Exhale, round through the back. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. And breathing out. Next, inhale, come to a place of stillness. We'll go and thread the needle. Ground out through your left hand. Inhale to raise your right hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your right shoulder to the floor and plant the side of your face on the floor. Taking a nice twist into the body, a nice stretch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, thread the needle. Keeping those hips high. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release the right hand onto the floor, and we'll repeat on this side. Inhale, lift your left arm high. Exhale, left shoulder comes to the floor, left hand comes out to the side, gaze comes over to the right. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, left arm comes down. Thread that needle. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release your left hand. Coming back into your tabletop, we're going to move into a high plank. Grounding through the fingers, the index finger and the thumb on your hands, and shifting the weight into the palms, into the base of your hands, the heel of your hands. Extending your right leg back and allowing the heel to come to the back of the room, extending your left leg, coming into your high plank. Nice flat back. Crown of the head is reaching forward, gaze comes beyond your mat, shoulders over your wrists. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Send your tailbone high, bring your chest towards your thighs. Gaze comes towards your feet. Allow your heels to come down towards the mat. If you need to bend in your knees because you have tight hamstrings, please feel free to do this. Inhale back to plank. Straight spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal those feet out. Allow the weight to come into the heels of your hands. Pressing down through your index finger and your thumb. And just making those movements to ease out the hamstrings. External rotation in the upper arms, creases of the elbows coming to either face the front of the room or the ceiling or towards each other. Come to a place of stillness. Now, if you feel like you need to drop to your knees at this point, please do. If not, same down dog. You're going to take an inhale to lift your right leg high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, lengthen your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. If you're on your knees, you can inhale, push your right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Drop the right foot. Repeat on the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Round through your spine. Inhale. Lift that left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, round spine, knee to nose. Plant your left foot back down. And then come into your child pose. Big toes to touch. Send those knees out to the side. Allow your head to come down to the mat. Give your wrists a little bit of a break. Sitting bones to heels. If it feels nice to rotate those wrists out, you can maybe just bring them above your head, resting on your elbows, and just give them a little bit of a rotation. If you want to set an intention here for your class while you're in child's pose, then please feel free to do so. Again, we're working through the core, strength, arm balances, stability, working into the solar plexus chakra. So if you feel like you need a little bit of encouragement this evening, a little bit of confidence, send yourself some words of strength. Take 2 more breaths in your child's pose. And then making your way up into tabletop. We're going to move straight through to a downward facing dog. So shoulders stacked over wrists. Tuck your toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips come high. Tailbone lengthens towards the ceiling. Shifting that weight into the heels of your hands and distributing the weight evenly between your arms and your legs. Ears in line with your biceps, gaze towards your feet. Take an inhale. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Landing in your forward fold. Allow for a generous bend in your knees. Head comes towards the floor. Hanging heavy. Grab opposite elbow with opposite hand and just give yourself a little shake, a ragdoll out. And then come to a place of stillness. Tailbone is lengthened. Chest comes to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten out those legs. Flat back. Hands touch either shins or the floor. Exhale, fold. Hands come to the ground. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight spine, straight legs. Hands come over the head. Palms might touch. Gaze follows. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, take a step up to the top of your mat. I'm just going to shuffle this mat away from the wall slightly. Okay. Let's begin. Coming to standing, to Tadasana mountain posture. Big toes to touch, slither there in between your heels. Allow your shoulders to come back and down. Relaxing your gaze, relaxing your jaw. Maybe if you want to smile on this Sunday evening, then you can. You can smile throughout the whole class if you want. Maybe close your eyes. Take an inhale through your nose. Release through your mouth. Flutter open the eyes. As we inhale, raise those hands high. Breathe out, hinging at the hips, coming forward into your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back into your high plank. Take an inhale in your high plank, check your alignment. Exhale, lower your knees and tuck your toes. Bring your chest down onto the floor, elbows in the rib cage. Inhale into your Bhujangasana, gentle back bend here. Grounding through the tops of your feet, engaging through your glutes. Exhale, bend your knees, downward facing dog. Tailbone lifts high, 2 breaths. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, release your knees, untuck your toes, come into tabletop. Allow your right leg to come out to the side slightly. Ground down through your right palm. As you inhale to lengthen your left leg out to the side, exhale, allow your left arm to come up high, modified side plank. Making sure that alignment is correct, your shoulders stacked over the wrists. Both shoulders stacked on top of each other. Left foot pressing to the floor, gaze comes up towards your left fingers. Breathe. Send your hips high. Inhale. Exhale, release your left hand onto the floor. Come back into your tabletop. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, come forward, back into your plank. Exhale, drop your knees and tuck your toes, coming into your tabletop. We'll repeat that on the left-hand side. Left leg comes out to the side slightly. As you inhale, lengthen your right leg out to the side, dropping your right foot to the floor and exhaling your right hand up towards the ceiling. Making sure those shoulders are stacked on one another on top of the wrists. Gaze comes high, hips are lengthened towards the sky. Breathe. Exhale, release your right hand. Come back into your tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes and lift your knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, round your back and walking or stepping towards the front of the room and landing in that forward fold. Generous bend in your knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight spine all the way up to standing. Hands come above your head. Nice and tall. Lift and lengthen. Exhale. Hands to heart center. We'll go again. Checking your setup, checking you're grounded. Nice and strong through your Tadasana. Breathe in, hands come high. Breathe out, hinge, fold at your hips. Chest to thighs, head hangs. Root down as you inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Chandrasana. Not Ardha Chandrasana, Ardha Uttanasana, sorry. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back into your high plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees and tuck your toes. Bring your chest down onto the floor as you ground through the tops of your feet. Engage through your glutes to inhale, Bhujangasana. Gentle back bend. Exhale, knees bend. Toes tuck. Tailbone comes towards the sky, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lifting your right foot high. Exhale, bringing your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Right leg comes high. Exhale, knee to left wrist. Inhale, lengthen. This time as you exhale, bring your knee to your left wrist. Allow your right foot to come out to the side. Pivot on your left foot and inhale to rise into your fallen triangle. Strong through the heel of your right palm. Maybe that pressure is in your index finger and your thumb also. As you lift your hips up high, strong through your back leg, strong through your front leg. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your left hand back down. Send your right leg high. 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bending your knees and step to the top of your mat, landing once more in your Uttanasana. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe out, surrender over your thighs, allow your knees to bend. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, straight spine all the way up to standing, hands come above your head. Exhale, Samastiti, second round. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinging at your hips. Folding over your thighs, head hangs heavy. Breathe in, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into your high plank. Keeping that bottom lifted so it's in line with your shoulders, take an inhale. Now as you breathe out, lower your knees and tuck your toes, allow your chest to come down onto the floor. Engage through your glutes as you inhale into your gentle back bend, Bhujangasana. Exhale, bend your knees, tuck your toes down, facing dog. Send that tailbone high. Allow the weight to come into the heels of your palms. Bend your knees if you need to. 2 breaths. Inhale, come back into your plank. Exhale, drop your knees, come into tabletop. Send your left foot out to the side slightly. As you inhale, lengthen your right foot to the back of the room. Pivot on that right foot, plant it on the floor as you inhale to rise. Sorry, I've gone wrong. We've already done that. Come back into your tabletop, sorry. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, bring your left knee to your nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to right wrist. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Send that left leg high again. This time as you exhale, bring your left knee to your right wrist and plant your left foot to the side of the mat. Pivot on your right foot and inhale into your fallen star on this side. Strong through that right leg. Gaze up towards your fingers. Keep breathing. Hips are high. Inhale. Exhale, release your right hand. Step back into your three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your heels. Breathe out as you bend your knees and step to the top of your mat, landing in your Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, grounding through your feet. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, take a drink. Let's flow. I'm just going to switch sides because no, I'm not going to stay on this side. All right, coming to your mountain posture, your Tadasana, front of your mat. We're going to take a chair pose. So grounding through the heels of your feet, allowing yourself to become strong through your legs. As you inhale, sink into your chair. Sink your bottom back and down. Allow that tailbone to come towards the floor. Gaze comes forward. Arms can be at ear height, if that's comfortable on the neck and the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, send your left elbow over your right knee. So you're twisting to the right. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Right shoulder drops. Sorry that I'm facing away from you here. Take an in breath. Exhale. Inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, you're going to step back into a high lunge. Now, please feel free, and we'll come this way actually. Please feel free to come back to center and step back into your high lunge and then to return into your twist. All right, it can be quite difficult sometimes to come from a chair posture and a twist to come into a twisted lunge. So inhaling, exhaling, step back. Take a breath here. Exhale. Inhale, coming into a high lunge with your hands at heart center. Exhale, plant your hands, frame your right foot, step back, high plank. Take an in breath. Exhale through knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana if that's in your practice. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, come back into your plank. Now ground out through your left hand. Okay, and then just rotate onto the outside of your left foot. As you inhale to rise into your Vashisthasana, your side plank. Right hand comes all the way up to the ceiling. Gaze might come up towards your right palm if that's comfortable. Lift your hips high, lengthening all the way through the side of the body. Take 2 breaths. Drop that bottom leg if it's uncomfortable. You can always come into a modified side plank. Exhale, bring your right hand back down, coming back into a high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Breathe in, heels lift. Breathe out, bend those knees, step to the front of the mat, landing in your Uttanasana. Take an inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, straight spine, straight legs, all the way up to standing. Hands come above your head. Palms might touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. So I am going to go back to this side now. All right. We'll repeat that on the left. So coming into your mountain posture, big toes are touching. Allow the shoulders to become nice and relaxed. Take an inhale. Now we're going to go into Utkatasana. Sorry, inhale, Utkatasana. All right. Sorry about, I think I might have a bit of sunstroke, you know. Keep muddling my words up. Shoulders are backing down, tailbone lengthening towards the floor. Take an in breath here. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take another inhale. As you exhale, twist to your left. Allow your right elbow to come over your right knee. Take an in breath. And as you exhale, allow the twist to become a little deeper. Every inhale lengthens. Every exhale, you can move into the posture. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, you're going to step back with your right foot, coming into that high twisted lunge. Again, if you're here and you want to come back to just your modified Utkatasana, and then step back into your high lunge, and then come into the twist, then please feel free to do that, whatever is most comfortable for you. Left shoulder is relaxed away from the ear. Long and lengthened through the right leg. Gaze comes towards the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale, come all the way into a high lunge. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Step back into your high plank. Take an in breath. Exhale through knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Breathe in, heels lift on the base of your exhale. Step to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Nice breath in as you come to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, root to rise. Hands come above your head. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, take a drink and then we'll go through our flow. I am going to come to this side of the mat this time, just so I am facing the right way for you. All right. Big toes to touch, Tadasana, mountain posture. Set yourself up. Allow yourself to just become nice and relaxed. Maybe take a deep breath in through your nose and let it go through your mouth. All right. Breathe in. Hands come above your head. Breathe out. Surrender over those thighs. Generous bending your knees if you need to. Head hangs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, planting your hands. And just staying here because, again, I've just completely gone wrong. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. It's not going very well tonight, is it? I've done this flow about 1 million times. I don't know what's going on. All right, we're going to come into Utkatasana. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Take a moment here. Check your alignment setup. Exhale. Breathe in. Lengthen through the body as you exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Again, take another inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, draw your navel to your spine. Twist to the right. Left arm comes over your right knee or your right thigh. Take an inhale to prepare. Ground down through that right foot. As you exhale, step back into your high twisted lunge. Again, use the modification if you need to. Right shoulders away from your ear. Thumbs come towards your sternum. Take an in breath. Exhale. Inhale all the way into your high lunge. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Step back, high plank. Take an in breath. Exhale through knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale back into your high plank. Ground down through the left hand as you rotate onto your left, the outside of your left foot, and inhale to rise, Vashisthasana. Gaze comes up to your right hand. Hips are lifted. Take an in-breath. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. As you breathe out, release your right hand, high plank. Take an in-breath here. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Send that tailbone high. Take an inhale. As you exhale. Breathe in. Send that right leg high. Breathe out. Bring your right leg to the front of the mat. Drop your left foot and windmill your arms over into your warrior two. Again, I'm going to have to turn around. So coming into your Virabhadrasana, to your warrior two posture. All right, right knee should be bent. So I'm not mirroring you tonight because I can't mirror at the moment. We'll get there one day. So right knee is bent. Make sure you can see your toes. Torso nice and straight, strong through the legs. Gaze over the right fingers. Take an inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, reach forward. Exhale, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Left arm comes down, right arm comes high. Keep that nice bend in the knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm comes high, right arm comes onto the thigh bone, palm facing upwards. Really lift and lengthen through that arm, grounding down through your left little toe to allow that nice line of energy from your foot to your hand. Left shoulder is nice and relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, straighten out that front leg, setting up for your Trikonasana. Heel toe your foot in slightly. Take an inhale as you reach forward. Exhale, release your right hand onto the floor or onto your shin, stacking those shoulders. Trikonasana, triangle posture, strong through both of those legs. Keep breathing. Inhale, bend in that front knee. As you exhale, windmill your left hand down to the floor. Rotate your left foot. Step back into your high plank. Take an in-breath. Exhale, downward dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend into those knees and step to the front of your mat on your exhale. Landing in your Uttanasana, head hangs heavy. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands come, or arms come to wherever is comfortable. Exhale. Samasthiti, heel all the way to the top. Nice. All right, let's see if I can instruct you for the second round without messing up. All right, so coming back to your Tadasana and mountain posture. This is the last time we're going to go through Utkatasana. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down. Ground into your heels. Shift that weight back. Tailbone comes down to the floor. Tuck your belly button in and up. Take an in-breath. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Keep breathing. Remember, if I am instructing you to breathe and you're not there, then and it's too slow for you, then just keep breathing. Try not to hold your breath. Breathe in. Lengthen through the side of the body. As you exhale, release the breath. Bring your right arm over your left thigh. Gaze comes towards the ceiling. Take an in-breath. Exhale in a twist. Inhale, root down through your left foot. As you exhale, step back with the right, coming into that nice high lunge. Now shuffle that foot back and allow your left knee to be stacked over your left ankle. Gaze comes towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw that navel to spine. Engage through your core. Inhale, come all the way into a high lunge. Exhale, plant your hands and step back, high plank. Keeping that bottom lifting, nice straight spine. Inhale. Exhale through Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tailbone comes high. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, come forward into your high plank. Ground down through your right hand as you rotate onto the outside of your right foot. And inhale to lift and lengthen into your Vashisthasana on the right hand side. Gaze can come up to your left fingers if that feels nice. Hips come high, strong through the right arm. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands down, come back into your high plank. Take an in breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, bring your left foot in between your hands. Drop your back foot, set up for your warrior 2 as you inhale. And windmill your arms around. I'll turn round again. All right. Making sure that alignment setup is correct. Heels to arch. Nice straight torso. If you feel like you're facing forward slightly, just allow yourself to straighten up. Gaze down that left middle finger. Strong through your warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach forward for your palm as you exhale. Reverse your warrior. Left arm comes high. Right arm comes down. That right leg. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale. Extended side angle. Right arm comes high. Nice line of energy between your right little toe, shooting all the way up through your right fingers. Left palm is facing you towards the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale all the way back up into your warrior 2. Exhale, straighten out that front leg. Heel toe, your right foot in slightly, setting up for Trikonasana. Take an inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, bring your left arm down to the floor or to your shin, your thigh, wherever you feel comfortable. Right arm comes high, right shoulder stacking over left. Gaze comes up towards your fingers, Trikonasana. Triangle posture, inhale. Exhale. Bend into that front knee as you inhale. As you exhale, windmill your hands down, pivot on your right foot, step back into your high plank. Take an in breath. Exhale through knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, heels lift. Breathe out on the base of your exhale, bend your knees and step to the front of your mat, landing your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, sink that tailbone down towards the floor. Exhale, come to standing, Samastiti, lovely. All right. How's everyone feeling? Okay? Good. I hope so. All right. We're gonna come through to our Bakasana, our crow posture. So we'll go and move into a downward facing dog first, flow through that. And then you can either step through or jump through to a Malasana, and then we'll take it from there. So, feet together, slither there in between the heels. Coming into Tadasana, palms facing forwards, shoulders are nice and relaxed. Inhale, rise. Hands come above the head. Exhale, hinge and fold at your hips, coming down, Uttanasana. Nice, generous bend in the knees as your head hangs heavy. Breathe in, halfway lift, straight out the legs, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Take an in breath. Exhale, lower down through knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in through your gentle back bend as you exhale into your downward facing dog. All right, take 2 breaths. Now you have options here. You can lift your left leg high on the inhale, and on the exhale, step your left foot forwards and come into, so that your left hand is on the outside of your your left foot is on the outside of your left hand. And you can just stay here if you like. And then maybe step your right foot up to meet your left so that you're in a squat here. Or from your downward facing dog, you can try and jump through. You can inhale to lift your heels, exhale to bend your knees, and then jump through so that your hands are on either, so your feet are on either side of your hands. All right, so give whichever option you want to try, go through that. Or if you want to lift your right leg high, bring it to the side of your right foot. Maybe have a little stretch out in your right hip, and then step your left foot up to meet, and then come into your Malasana squat. However you want to get into your Malasana squat, feel free to do that. All right, so we've got our squat. Your heels and your toes can be on the floor, or you can have your heels lifted wherever feels comfortable, dropping that tailbone down towards the floor. Elbows can come onto the insides of the knees, and bring your hands to prayer. Trying to keep that back nice and straight. And we're just going to hang out here for a couple of seconds, a couple of breaths. All right. And gently, I'm just going to bring our hands to the floor. I'm going to turn to the side again to instruct you. And your knees will be out to the side. So just come up into a little half lift. And then heel toe your feet back into the center. Now your feet and your toes should be pointing forwards. Your tailbone and your back is nice and lengthened. We're going to move into our crow posture of Bakasana. Now if you've never done this before and you feel like you just want to try it, or even if you just want to try the setup, then that's okay. If you know how to crow and you feel like you just want to go there now, then please feel free to crow from there. If headstand is also in your practice, from crow to headstand, then now's the time that you can come into an inversion if you like. I'm not going to instruct headstand this evening, but if you know and you're comfortable doing it, then please feel free to go there. For those who want to try and come into crow posture, you're going to plant your hands nice and firmly on the floor and spread your fingers wide. And then you're going to chaturanga into your arms. And when I say chaturanga, I mean you're bending into the arms so that your elbows are facing, the crease of your elbows are facing forwards. All right. You're coming onto your tiptoes. And you're just going to lift your hips high. Lift and lengthen your tailbone. And we're just going to practice rocking forwards. Rocking our weight backwards and forwards. And when you feel like you're comfortable with that movement, you can lift your heels a little bit higher and then bring your knees and tuck them and nestle them into your armpits. Now, you might just want to stay here. Once you've bent into your arms and created that little shelf for your shins and your knees to rest on, that might be as far as you want to go tonight. Just practice shifting the weight backwards and forwards in this really weird position that you might not have done before. And then you can just come back into a squat if you feel like it. Or if you want to go further, hands are planted on the floor. Come onto the tiptoes, chaturanga into the arms. Crease of the elbows come forward, elbows are tucked in. Lift the hips, bring the knees into nestle behind the armpits or on top of the triceps, wherever you feel comfortable. Lengthen through your spine, inhale. And then maybe practice lifting one foot off the floor or lifting the other foot off the floor. Maybe you can shift your weight forwards, lift and lengthen through your spine, your tailbone, bring your big toes together and take flight into your Bakasana. If you are in Bakasana, try and stay there for 3 breaths. If you're in a headstand, please come back down in your own time, nice and gently. Remember to breathe. And then once you're there, just come back onto your toes, onto your feet, allowing for a little bit of a rest. Maybe you want to rotate your wrists, give them a little bit of a shake out. Maybe coming onto the backs of the hands, rotating them one way, rotating them the other, allowing them to ease out. And then We're just going to come back into our Malasana squat. Allowing those hips to come a little bit wide. And then planting the hands on the floor. Inhaling into a half lift. Heel toeing the feet back to center, straightening out those legs. Shifting your weight forward slightly. Straighten out the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. This time as you exhale, plant your hands, come back up onto your heels and bring your bottom down to your heels and then just bring your forehead close to your knees. So you're crouching into a tiny little ball. Well done if you attempted crow posture, by the way. Or even if you just went into the setup and you practice shifting your weight forwards, that's a really good progress if you've never done that before. All right, take an inhale. As you exhale, just allow your bottom to come down to the floor. And then send your legs out long. And just come to sit in your Dandasana, your staff posture. If you feel like you need to remove the fleshy bits from underneath your bum, just so your sit bones can come to the floor nicely, then please do that. Allow your legs to go long. Bending the knees if it's tight on the hamstrings still. Toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to take a twist. We're going to inhale, raise our hands high. And we're going to exhale, bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes behind, and we're just going to gently twist to the right hand side. Gaze comes over our right shoulder. Keeping that spine nice and lengthened. Inhale, hands come above the head. All the way back to center. Exhale, take the twist to the left. Left hand comes behind. Right hand comes onto the outside of the right leg. Gaze comes over the left shoulder. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale, release. All right, bringing your heels in towards your bottom. Bending your knees. Setting up for our Navasana, our boat posture, which is where we're going to move down onto our backs from. So maybe just rocking your weight slightly back into your sit bones so you can come to a little balance. Bring your arms out long, fingers pointing towards the front of your mat. Inhale. Allow your chest to come lifted. Your shoulders are nice and relaxed. Back is nice and straight. Exhale, lift your legs. Now you might want to just stay in this modified Navasana posture, your boat pose. Or if you feel like you've got the strength in your core to lift your toes and point your toes to the ceiling, then please feel free. Take an inhale. Or bringing your knees in towards your chest, wherever that feels comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, we're just going to release. And then we're going to inhale, come back up. 2 more of these. Exhale. Strong through the core. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. Lower. Inhale. All the way back up. And then exhaling for 5. All the way down to the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice and relaxed. Okay, just allow your body to experience the shape on the floor. Allow your breath to come back to a slower pace, a slower rhythm. I'm just going to do one final twist. So bringing your knees into a bent position with your heels in toward your bottom. And then we're just going to inhale. And exhale, just send the knees to the side. Gaze might come over your right shoulder. Or your arms can come to a cactus shape. Just feeling a nice twist in that lower torso. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the knees to the right hand side. Gaze might come over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. And then bringing your knees in towards your chest and giving yourself a big hug. Maybe rocking from side to side. And if you want to come into happy baby, please feel free to come into happy baby, allowing your back to stay long and the base of your spine nice and grounded into the mat. Your heels the soles of your feet come up towards the ceiling, and you're just grabbing on the outside of the inside of your feet. Maybe you rock from side to side. Now allowing this nice lengthening through the back. And then just gently releasing your legs. And allowing your feet to come all the way down to the bottom of the mat. Your toes can just point out to the sides. Bringing your arms down to the sides of your body and allowing your palms to face upwards. Allowing some length through the back of your neck by shuffling your shoulders down away from your ears and just dropping your chin ever so slightly towards your chest. Take a deep inhale through your nose and then let it go through your mouth by opening your mouth and sighing it out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then closing down your eyes. Allowing your jaw to become relaxed. Allowing your forehead to become relaxed. Allowing those shoulders to relax. Feeling every muscle in your body relax. Shavasana. And whenever you're ready, just bringing your awareness back to your breath, back to your mind space, back to your body, back to the present, back to where you are on your mat now. Making some gentle movements in your fingers and your toes, in your wrists and your ankles. Maybe giving yourself a really nice full body stretch. Squeezing all the muscles together, tensing all the muscles in your body, and then letting them go. And then drawing your knees in towards your chest and giving yourself one last big hug. And then just rocking gently onto your right hand side. Coming into that nice fetus position. And then using your left arm to guide you up to a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat. Keeping your gaze nice and lowered. Keeping your eyes closed if you wish. Bringing your chin towards your chest. And bringing your hands to heart center. Bowing your head. As a sign of gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Sorry about the few hiccups that I made. We're only human though. I'm only human. So I hope you enjoyed your practice. I hope you had a really nice weekend. And I hope you go away feeling a little bit lighter than maybe you did an hour ago. We're just going to seal the practice by taking a deep breath in through the nose and then letting it go through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Once more for luck. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bringing your thumbs in between your eyebrows to the space where your third eye resides. Namaste. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I really do appreciate it. It's nice to have people practice along. Nice to know that people are out there practicing. So thank you. I hope it's made your evening a little bit more relaxed. And I think I'm going to go and relax and go to bed now after walking up a mountain today. Have a great week, and I will see you back here on Wednesday. Any questions, as usual, don't hesitate to ask. All right. Thanks very much. Bye.